Good evening and welcome to the Vernon Township Supervisors meeting for February 5th, 2026. Call the meeting to order with prayer and salute the flag. Heavenly Father, we ask your blessing for our meeting tonight that we may accomplish everything we intend to. Amen. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Amy.
Carnes.
Here.
Maloney.
Here.
Snyder.
Fritz.
Here.
Davis.
Here.
Stone.
Here.
Okay. Any citizen comment this evening? Approval of the minutes for the January 5th, 2026 reorganizational meeting. So have a motion.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Everyone's in favor? Approval of the minutes for the January 5th, 2026 January regular meeting.
So moved.
Motion.
Second. Second.
Motion and second and third. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Everyone's in favor? Finances. Motion to direct the treasurer to issue checks for the approved vouchers due for payment.
So moved.
The motion.
So moved.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 All in favor? Motion to ratify payroll for the employees from December 28th, 2025 through January 2024, and the supervisor's pay.
So moved. So moved.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Everyone's in favor? Tax collector on exoneration. Motion to exonerate the Vernon Township tax collector Dorothy Longstreth for the uncollected real estate parcels in the amount of $7,331.85 and the per capita tax in the amount of $3,895. Need a motion?
So moved.
Have a motion?
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye. Aye. Aye.
We're all in favor? Okay, road report. You're up first, Joel. Stone, Roadmaster, road report.
Good evening, Supervisors. Road report for February 5th, 2026. The word of January was snow. It seemed like almost every day we had some kind of snow event. We're finally getting a little break and we're going to get right back into it probably tomorrow from what they're calling. So we plowed, salted, and sanded as needed. We've been around the majority of the township removing snow from the intersections where there's trouble spots. If any residents are having problems getting out of somewhere, please let us know. We'll try to address it as quick as possible. On the water side of things, we assisted the water operator with removing some snow from the fire hydrants, a couple fire hydrant rebuilds, and meter replacements. Roach Park and Lincoln Ave, as we have time, we continue to remove garbage from the shelters into playgrounds. Equipment-wise, we've cleaned and maintained these equipment as we can. Truck 22 had a hose clamp break and it affected some wiring. It's back up and operational. The GMC pickup truck had the power steering pump crack, so we sent it out and had that replaced. And it should be 21, had an issue with the rear wheels. The lug nuts had loosened up. So we've replaced studs, lug nuts, and the wheels themselves on the driver's side of that truck. Lastly, we assisted the water operator with installing some more amber lights, warning lights on the water truck. That's all we have, Supervisors. I think the residents have been doing a great job with the amount of snow that we've had. And like I said, if there's any problems, concerns, feel free to reach out to us and we'll address it as quick as possible.
We having any issues with people still plowing snow across the road or leaving it in the road?
Very minimal. There's a spot here or there, and depending on the snow event, you may find it somewhere different. But I think like I said, I truly think the amount of snow that we've received, a couple of those snowstorms, everybody's done a great job.
Yeah, keep up the good work. I've seen you guys cleaning the intersections out. That's a big improvement to be able to see. You guys doing a good job.
Thank you.
Yes. Anyone else? Dave, Fritz?
No, I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
nothing here.
Yeah, everybody's doing a great job. I'm impressed when I'm out there, seeing our roads are bare, very passable, so keep up the good work. Thank you. Administration zoning report, Robert Horvath, manager.
Good evening, everyone. It goes without saying, hopefully the groundhog got it wrong on Monday. With how snowy and cold it's been, obviously the road department's been busy, but it has been good for us in the office. Not a lot of people have been in here, so we've been able to get a lot of the year-end reports to close out 25 completed. Also this past month, we closed out the state and local fiscal recovery funds program from the 2021 American Rescue Plan. Those funds were expended in 2022 and 2023, which totaled $563,000. The U.S. Treasury at this time has allowed and accepted all the documentation required to close out that award. Next week, McGill, Power and Bell will be in to perform the 2025 audit, which will be presented to the board and the public upon its completion. For zoning and land development, it's been a little slow on the actual permitting side of things. However, there's still a lot of activity behind the scenes. We have several commercial and industrial projects that are working through their due diligence phase, and we're busy answering all their inquiries. Just this past week, we received an indication from a developer they're preparing to submit their land development plans, and I have a meeting with them tomorrow to outline the review process and establish a timeline for their approvals. So hopefully by next month's meeting, we have a land development under review for the year. Had a work session this evening. We reviewed a draft ordinance for the chronic nuisance hotels, and that the township will continue to explore to help promote safety for our residents and guests of the township. Under new business this evening, the board will be taking action on 2 resolutions. The first is a resolution allowing for the destruction of records as allowed by the Commonwealth's General Records Retention and Disposal Schedule. The second resolution firms up our appointment process to our authorities, boards, and commissions. This will make for a more open and inclusive process for individuals wanting to serve on the various authorities, boards, and commissions. And finally, since this is on TV, and maybe Jane will put a little plug in the paper. If anybody out there works or owns a business that's on the water system that has a hot box out front, please ensure that somebody's checking the box, especially in these cold snaps we're having. It doesn't take long if there's an electrical or heater issue for the water meters to freeze. We've had several businesses this year affected by frozen meters. Proper maintenance and the checking of the hot box can help avoid any disruptions and avoid costly repairs. So if you work or own a business on 322 and you have a hot box, try to keep an eye on it if it's working. And that's my report for tonight.
Thank you, Rob. Any questions, comments for Rob?
Well, I'm good. I'm fine here. Good report.
Thank you. Thank you, Rob. It's very informative. So, up next is the police report with Chief Stefanucci from the Meadville PD.
Good evening. Your January 2026 police report. The officers responded to 321 calls for service. We had 16 reportable traffic accidents. The officers conducted 71 traffic stops, issuing 45 citation and 26 warnings. We made 13 criminal arrests during the month. And overall, things are steady with the colder temperatures. The calls do slow down a little bit. We've been busy out there assisting the motoring public. But as mentioned earlier, the roads in the township have been great, so that has eased that burden a little bit, so we appreciate that.
Any comments, questions for the chief?
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Yes, keep up the good work and stay warm out there. Thank you, chief. Does Ashley have anything?
I mean, kind of what I hit on, we're working through several things, so we should have a
Okay.
good year.
Great. Moving right along, solicitor's report, Jeff Millen, Township Solicitor.
Good evening, everyone. Rob hit on what we talked about during the work session, so I won't reiterate that. We'll follow up on the nuisance hotel ordinance with Rob and try to get that in a position where it's ready to move forward. Other than that, I would say stay warm and stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone have anything for Jeff? Thank you. Thank you for all the hard work on those. Those are very well put together.
I just ride Rob's coattails, that's all.
He's a great proofreader. I could have got a lot better grades in school if I had writing everything.
No, that's great.
Thank you.
Okay, moving along, new business, motion to approve the resolution 2026-5, destruction of records.
So moved.
Have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Everyone's in favor? Great. This is something we do every year. This time, we went over it in depth at our work session. Next, we have motion to approve resolution 2026-6, authorities, boards, and commission vacancy procedures.
So moved.
Have a motion?
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Everyone's in favor? And there's no old business. Upcoming meetings, next will be March 5th. 2026 will be the Vernon Township Supervisor work session at 6:30. And then March 5th, following the work session at 6:30, the regular meeting will be at 7:30. So with that, we'll move into supervisor comments. No. How about you, Dave? Comments?
Yeah, I just got a real quick comment that I happened to read the Meadville Tribune about Summit Township and raising 4 mills of taxes, and I just wanted to say how wonderful job that we have with our professional staff, our employees, and the board itself. I mean, we look after things, we gotta take care of business. I don't think you'd ever see Vernon Township getting in a situation where they'd have to raise taxes 4 mils, which, by the way, is twice what we currently have now. And it just goes to show what a great job everybody does. And I just wanted to thank everybody that does everything for our township. I just can't say enough about it. And that's all I have.
Great point, Dave. Thank you. Fritz?
Just something real quick there on Joel and the boys out back. Just because I'm not there in the township, I talk daily to friends and family and such, and talk to Robbie a couple times a week. And, you know, you guys are experiencing an unbelievable winter, kind of like the olden days back in the 60s, I don't know, in cold weather. And they've just done a great, great job. And I hear from folks at the Forest Hills community on how pleased they are with the township roads and such. And good job up there, and stay warm, and that's all I have.
Yeah, staying warm's the thing lately here, for sure. Thank you, Fritz. Scott?
Well, winter's almost over, we hope. So, drive careful, be safe, and kudos to the road crew. They've done a phenomenal job.
So you don't put
That's
any,
it.
you don't put any stock in the groundhog then?
No, no faith in the ground.
I'd reiterate what everybody said about the road crew. They've done a fantastic job this winter. Remind people to watch out for the black ice. The roads are bare now, but there's still some ice laying there on the black ice. Particularly, if the salt gets the water melting and then all of a sudden it gets too cold for the salt to do its job, you're gonna have black ice, so watch out on that. I guess the other last thing I'd like to say is, with this cold weather, we have a lot of older folks in our township. If you see somebody out, check on the older folks, check on them, see what they're doing. If they need a hand shoveling snow or whatever, give them a hand. It's just a good neighborly thing to do. That's all I have.
Good point. Thank you, John. Yeah, we all don't really put any faith in the groundhog, but he did say 6 more weeks, and he has 1 more at least. I'd also like to thank Armstrong Utilities for video in our meeting this evening. The Meadville Tribune's here, thank you. The road department's doing a great job. The Meadville Water Department with the big break that they just experienced. Thanks for getting out there and fixing that. It was cold. Imagine working out there with water in 0 degrees. So these guys definitely earn their money. Police department, with the bad weather, you guys are overrun. And then the fire department, I just heard the siren today, when that something happens and the fire department gets called, our volunteers are out there. Thank you, really appreciate it. With that, I'd like to have a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.